Alright.
Alright. Welcome back to another episode. Let me sit up properly. Welcome back to another episode. Today we got a special guest on.
Hell yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Paul.
Probably not a stranger.
Friends with Ken, Henry, and Jesse, my fellow friends.
That's right. My name's Henry. We got
Ken?
the usual.
Yeah.
Jesse.
the usual. Wait. Not. Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
You,
we're good.
bro. That's you.
I forgot. We don't have Mark and Jazz.
Yeah.
Minus the girls.
Minus the
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, at a youth group.
Yeah.
Do better next time.
Yeah, hard.
Being very holy.
It's been like 2 weeks and they still haven't shown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Disappointing.
Unreliable hosts, honestly. It's alright though.
Yeah, they only get 10% of the profits.
Yeah.
10% of the millions that we will make. Anyway, how have you been, Paul? We haven't caught up in a while.
Yeah, it's because I'm always fucking studying. I'm
Yeah.
not a cuss, right?
Yeah.
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 Of course.
We're not a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah, I've been fine. Recently, I've been like kind of feeling strange because, like, as I told you earlier, but not the full story. Like I got mugged at work.
Fuck.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah,
At work?
This is
like
your...
at work. Yeah.
So it was not-
I mean, no, it wasn't mugged. I got broken into.
So it was while you were working? I thought you meant it was like, just like in the middle of the night.
Nah,
Damn,
like
what happened?
so I work at like this internet cafe, and like there's this guy that was like playing music out loud,
Yeah.
and like with his shirt off and stuff, and I asked if he was using a computer, but then he said oh nah, and then I just said like, oh, you're just gonna have to leave then, and he said, oh no, I can't do that, and then I said, oh, if you don't leave, I'm just gonna like have to trespass you and call the cops. And he said, oh, do that then. So I was like, oh, okay, bet. And then I just called the cops, and then the cops ended up coming. This was like 2 weeks ago, by the way.
Yeah.
The cops ended up coming, and then they ended up like giving him trespass and then like putting him in the car. And then a week later, which is like a few days back, he ended up like coming again, and I recognized him, and I said, oh, you're gonna have to leave. And he said, oh, I'll call the cops. So I just called the cops. Then like literally 2 hours later, he comes back. I don't know like why he's back, because like he was in the police car. Like they didn't even like put him in the like a cell or some shit. So like, but then like while that was happening, like he was using other people's like computer credit,
Yeah.
and then
How does he do that? Did you just...
no. So he was like acting real dodgy. Like he was saying like, oh, I'm gonna like kill someone, like that kind of stuff.
What the
And people got really
Holy
intimidated.
Yeah.
So they just said like, oh, like if you like, you can just use my computer. I'll just leave.
Jesus.
So then they just left.
Yeah.
And then, like, I called the cops, by the way, like, when this was happening. And they took, like, 2 hours to come. And then, yeah, so, like, once they ended up coming, yeah, they, like, took him away. Then 2 hours later, he ends up coming back. But I was taking up the rubbish during this time.
Yeah.
So at this time, I could actually, like, prevent him from coming inside. And I
Yeah.
saw him. So I was like, oh, like, you can't come in. He said, oh, I'll call the cops. I think it came down, like, he didn't care about the cops. Like, it either came down to sleeping in the internet cafe,
Yeah.
or if he gets caught, he can sleep and like eat in a cell. So I was like, oh, this is gonna happen like
shit.
all the time. So I said
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm not gonna call the cops. This happened way too many times, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, like just go away. Like why are you doing this? Like you're being a nuisance to everyone. Like everyone's like kind of like stressed out like with you here and stuff.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, just call the cops and stuff. We ended up talking. I even have a video of this, by the way. I'll show you later.
Damn.
So, like 15 seconds later, he ends up, like 30 seconds of talking. I said, okay, if I call the cops, will you just wait outside? Like, there was a door, and then, like I was in between him and the door. But then like, he was, like, right outside. And I told him, like, oh, if you stay out, I'll call the cops. Like that's what he wanted anyway, but then I didn't trust him because he can just like barge in, and then the cops would take ages again, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up like walking in like a bit, and then like I tried to slam the door, and then he like pushed back,
Oh fuck.
and then
Oh,
like
shit.
it was like push back, and then I like slammed one more time, and
Yeah.
thank fuck the lock,
Like,
just
it's
like
clicked.
locks,
Yeah.
like when you close the door. And then he starts like shoving the door and banging on the door, and it's like a pretty like budget door. So I was like, this is not gonna hold. So I like walk straight in, and then I call the cops, and then I tell like one of the regulars there, like I just like talk to sometimes. And he actually got his computer taken from the guy, and then that's when he called the cops as well, so they could come quicker.
Yeah.
And so he ended up coming.
The cops.
The cops came like 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
So like I ended up like spending time with him, and then I was telling him the situation. And then there's these 4 other like big guys inside as well. They were from like overseas.
Yeah.
And then I told them about the situation. They said, "Oh, like if he comes in, like we'll like back you up."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh,
Call the boys.
So what is he gonna do against like 5 of you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. But then like the guy was actually gonna scrap with him, like when he took the computer. But I said like, "Oh, the cops are coming. Just don't get yourself into trouble." Like I even searched up the laws.
Good.
Self-defense is like basically illegal in New Zealand.
That's so
Did you
fucked
know that?
up, man.
I didn't know
Like
that.
you can just like you can push and stuff, but if you punch or like do like serious damage, you can still get charged for that. So I was like,
damn.
like I had scissors as well, just in case,
Holy fuck.
yeah, like self-defense, you know.
Yeah.
But then
You should get a baseball bat.
yeah, that's what I was
Yeah, put it on
even
your
Matt told
fucking
me, like
table,
get a
eh?
baseball bat or something. Yeah. But then
Well, get some I have some nunchucks. I can get you.
what's that gonna
Yeah,
actually
nunchucks.
do though? I'm just gonna fucking hit myself.
No, it's not
Yeah.
training. You should be like Bruce Lee.
Yeah. But anyways, like 15 minutes in, I just realized like I've got 2 other doors that I can just lock in between, so there's no way he's gonna get in.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing that, and then like there's a sensor in the like when you go in, it says like hello, welcome.
Oh yeah.
And then I heard like a bang,
Yeah.
and then a hello, welcome. So like
Hello, welcome.
Quite
But,
the
like,
greeting.
yeah. But then like that like as soon as I heard that, I was like either a customer like who knows the passcode walked in, and like the guy's still waiting outside, and like he like did some shit to the or he like barged in, he got through the first door. So I was like, holy shit, like
This guy's
like
crazy.
yeah, this guy's crazy. Then the police ended up coming, they called me, and then I like went out and I told them like, oh, like I don't feel safe working it if he like comes back and you just let him out like for whatever reason that they did in the first place. And then like I ended up telling the cops. I told them like, oh, could you update me on the situation, like if he's locked up for like 3 months or whatever, just so I know. They haven't even like responded to me yet.
I doubt he's locked up.
Yeah, like
For sure.
He wants to be in there. So like with trespassing, once you trespass someone, they get fined up to like $1,000.
Yeah.
Or they get locked up for like up to 3 months or something.
Right.
But then I think they let him out because he wanted to be in there, so they just like charge him. But I'm pretty sure he's homeless.
What? He can't fucking pay.
Yeah, like so I think I don't know. But then like he ended up coming back, and traumatic experience.
Damn.
Fuck, that is scary though.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, like those guys got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Unpredictable, man.
He was like talking about killing people as well. I was like,
Yeah.
like, I didn't know
I
that
would be
until
scared.
later when the customers told me.
Yeah.
So I was like, holy.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should give him some fentanyl so he just goes to sleep.
Oh my god.
I've been watching a lot of videos lately on YouTube of like this guy who just goes around to like those like real bad drug problem cities in like America,
Yeah.
and like a lot of them are like fentanyl like hubs, and like they're just people on the street. They're standing up, but they're like bent over because they're like nodding out.
Mm.
Yeah.
They're like zombies. They're actually so fucking
I
scary.
think I've seen those videos.
Those druggies are dangerous, bro.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
even on YouTube, like South Auckland. I think it was like, is it Otara that's really dodgy or something? Is it Otara?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know. I don't know, but like there's a YouTube like video that popped up of a guy that like he's inspired by American like gang like that kind of stuff. Like he basically goes around like the street like hood parts of New Zealand or like Auckland, like
So it's sort of south.
huh? Yeah,
So the
the
south.
south. And then like
Like a
but it
little
was
bit.
in like Otara, like it was like kind of like the poorer area. And there was
Yeah.
like a bunch of like people just on the streets like crazy. Like you'd see that, like I'd see that in the city sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
like I was like, damn, like I didn't like I've been to South multiple times, but not like those areas. I
Yeah,
didn't know
right.
like how serious it was there.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't like
Have you been to Rewa?
maybe it was Orewa.
No, Manurewa.
Oh,
Orewa's up
Manu-
north. Orewa's like
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Orewa is like
It's like near a silver
hibiscus like coast.
I've
wait.
probably been there, but
Oh, it's not even that bad, isn't it?
Orewa that's like Silverdale.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Silverdale's pretty good.
Silverdale's
yeah,
like
pretty
a
sure.
normal place. It's like
Yeah.
it's like
It's
kind
like-
of rich people.
like North,
Yeah,
right?
like rich,
Yeah.
like
It's like north. You know, like
almost retired people. I
like
reckon.
above Albany. It's like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
where the snow
like
planet
a
and
few
stuff
of my
is.
friends, used to.
Sam
Yeah.
lives there.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, so he like drives to Albany and buses in. every
Oh
day.
shit! I think Russell lives there as well.
Russell.
Up
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
Oh,
He does.
how is
yeah.
it? Really?
Yeah,
He drives there.
Damn.
he
fucking
drives
hell.
a Tesla, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's free.
I mean,
basically.
even I wouldn't do that. Fuck that.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
actually crazy. Like, have you like thought about talking to your manager about getting like some like protection,
Yeah,
like some like barriers?
some,
Not
like,
You should be asking for a raise, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
But,
get
like,
paid enough for this shit.
yeah, but like
Get a
it's one
security
of those
guard
things where
license.
like they like Miggy, my girlfriend, like she even told me they should hire like a bodyguard because we're up like open until like 1 or 2.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
probably too much of an
But
expense.
yeah, that's like if they hire that and then like have me like you know like
Too much.
it's too much
Yeah,
like not
yeah.
much profit. So like I kind of get it. I think like I guess guys are shifted on like
Yeah.
at nighttime, but then you don't have anyone else, so it's kind of
it's the kind of risk
it's like
you
scary.
take
Yeah, it's
for like for a job that you. I mean, that's like a pretty chill job. That's like your non-chill hours.
It's the only job option I have
When you're
right now
studying,
because
yeah.
I'm studying and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
allowed to study while I
Yeah, that's the
you
good
know,
part.
work.
Sure.
See, that's the pros, right? And then the cons is when people ask if you're busy, you're like, yeah, you're busy. When there's people coming in, like
Yeah.
trying to fucking break into your place.
I always make up like the weirdest excuses of if there's like a dodgy guy that comes in, like because I don't want to discriminate, right? But then some people have like like bags, so I could tell like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
like that's all their belongings or something. So I like tell them like usually I just let people in, but then those people I'm like, oh, like can I just check your account? And then like some of them like make up a random account, and then like when they're signing up, and then I tell them, like your username's your phone number, password 123, and they're like, oh, could you just write it down for me? I said, oh, like you don't remember your phone number you just gave me? And they're like, oh, like I do, but could you just write it down? So and then I could tell they're just making a fake like phone number and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've worked at like like K Road's dodgy for the city, right?
Oh, you fucking worked
I
at
worked
K
at-
Road?
K Road Tank.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
I used to manage it.
Cause you
and-
used to work at the tank in uni.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I
that.
started off there,
And
and
you
then
moved
like
over to the K Road
I
one?
I started like managing in K Road, East Ridge, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like it was like during the daytime, K Road's wholesome as fuck. You know, like
It is,
nothing
it is,
happens.
yeah.
Like everyone's like, oh, how are you? Like even the homeless people and stuff.
Yeah.
This place was like probably because I don't know, like it's not even a dodgy location. Like it's like right next to AET, like dorms and like AET and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
Yeah,
It's
that-
next to where Danny used to live.
Yeah.
If you guys know.
I don't remember where Danny lives.
You know,
I thought he lives next to like a Sky Tower.
that was
No,
before.
no, He,
And
li- he
moved,
lives
like,
next to AUT now.
He lives like in that building,
Oh.
like right above Big Road.
Right.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sapphire. Yeah.
something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
same area.
Yeah, but
But usually it's pretty easy to tell when someone's like up to something, like
Yeah,
something
for
kind of
sure.
sussy, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
But now I'm so scared of walking around city at night,
So, you know.
especially after
Yeah.
hearing you got mugged as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's another thing.
Yeah, like
So-
watching those like YouTube videos of people that walk around like those like dangerous hoods and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like they're like emotional intelligence and like street smarts. They gotta be like so
Yeah.
Like on top.
like yeah.
Yeah.
I was so street dumb like before that happened, and then like my girlfriend's like overly like safe. Like she'd tell me to like put money under my soles and stuff.
Yeah.
What? What for?
Like, cause they'll check up like slice your bag or like check up like steal stuff from your pocket and stuff. But then like your shoes, they can't really
Right.
But then it would get like really sweaty.
But what if you had like
And
nice,
then,
Sweaty
what if
money.
you had
money.
nice shoes on? They rub your shoes, and then like a stack of cash just drops out.
yeah, I don't know. But like, yeah, she's like really safe and stuff.
That's
And
good,
then
though.
I used to be like really like optimistic and like, oh, everyone's a friend that you haven't met yet,
Nah. Bro.
And then, yeah, after
That's
that, I'm
naive
like-
as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually you can tell when someone's like being actually friendly, or like when someone's being friendly because they can like
Yeah.
manipulate you.
Yeah.
Especially in the same post-COVID. I feel like it
Yeah.
got way more insane. Like
That's
after
when
COVID.
the mugging happened. So
Yeah,
this one
yeah,
was
yeah.
like 2 years ago. Like someone with a knife. This like under 18, so they didn't like get any punishment for it, which sucks. But then like I was literally looking at my phone, and then like these two like 16-year-olds with a knife just came up to me and said like, give me your phone. And then I was like I didn't hear what they said, and then they said, give me your phone, and then I saw them with the knife, and I was like, oh, why are you doing this? And then like I was taking my card out, my phone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
While I was doing that, and then they pressed me up against a fence with a knife.
Holy shit.
And like Maggie, I was with
Fucking
Maggie
Christ.
as well, and
Yeah.
and then I was like so shocked from what happened. I ended up giving the phone, but like while they were pressing me, like I took out my card. I saw one of them saw me take the card out.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything about it. So I'm like, why the fuck do you want my phone? You don't even know my passcode.
Yeah.
And then they end up walking off like big men, you know? And I was like literally like 30 meters away.
Yeah.
And like I had Maggie's phone and I called the police.
Mm.
And they were just like walking like normal pace.
Yeah.
Like high ego and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the heck is going on right now? And then like the cops come in like 5-10 minutes, and then they track down the people and like question. And then I went to the police office, the police department.
So
And like,
they mugged your phone, but then they saw your girlfriend. They're like, nah, we're not gonna take her phone.
yeah, I think like they're dickheads, but I think they wanted to do it to a guy over a girl, you know? Like,
Oh, thank God.
yeah. Well,
Damn, chivalry is still real. Chivalry ain't dead.
Nah.
Were you shitting yourself though?
Yeah, I was.
I would. Yeah, I
like,
would be fucking.
I was
shitting
thinking
myself.
of running, but I was in an aisle.
Yeah.
I was thinking of running off.
Yeah.
But then like I thought like, oh, like,
Maggie's not gonna run as fast
Maggie's
as
not
you,
gonna.
bro.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that like instantly like.
I'm just
oh.
gonna leave.
But then, like once they got the phone, they met up with someone at the end. So if I was by myself and if I did run, I don't know if I would have, but like I thought of it. I would have been tackled by the other guy. And, like,
Yeah, I
that's
feel
what
like just
happened.
don't run those situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, like the best situation. I think, like, give what you
just
have.
gotta give them what they want.
But like, yeah, to be honest, I thought I'd outrun them. To be honest.
Damn.
Just leave your
Speedy
girlfriend there.
Gonzalez.
But then I thought of my girlfriend. Yeah.
That's so fucking unfortunate.
Have you ever had someone follow you before?
I mean, like, I feel like I have, but like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like girls, right? They get into like, I know that, you know, like, there's such a big thing where like girls, at night they feel scared,
Yeah.
and like, at start I didn't really relate to that, and I thought like, oh, I'm a guy, like I'm safe, and then that happened to me, and then that's when it became a thing where I was like, oh, like even like for example Matt, he's still like trusting of people and stuff,
Yeah.
Oh,
and I tell him like, God, like there's people like this out there, like don't, you know, like get yourself into dodgy
you and Matt
situations.
definitely give off that like that because you guys
benefit of the
are
doubt.
probably
like,
more
yeah.
like extroverted, like open-minded to people.
Very friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too friendly.
it's probably why I like choose to study a lot now, because like like I don't want to be in situations anymore. Like
Yeah.
after the mugging, I like for 6 months I like had PTSD. So like at nighttime the whole thing would like run through my head again.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then also like whenever I'm like walking, even in daylight, and I hear someone jogging behind me, like just for a jog, I like freeze up.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, they you know, like running
Oh,
up.
Well,
to
it's
me.
good. I feel like it's good to be that wary.
Yeah,
Especially
it's
at night.
definitely changed me now, which is like
That's the good thing.
But yeah,
Learn from. Oh, it's not a mistake, but learn from the experience. You know.
yeah.
Yeah, because like one thing I always do whenever I'm walking, even like during the days, I always like look at the shadows on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So that if I see like, you know, a person's like shadow like come up behind me, I'm like, oh,
Sus shadow movements.
gotta like at least mentally like prepare myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like you look at the reflections of like the windows
Yeah.
on the shops or like stuff like that.
I think when you're walking at night, especially, just don't have like your like headphones.
Oh no,
on or
that's
anything.
like such like a basic
Yeah,
street smart thing.
Yeah, I didn't do that before, you know?
Yeah, I know. You definitely the type to walk
Like,
home.
I had my
and yeah, I can tell.
Legit, the night that I like got mugged, I was like telling everyone like, oh, just like it probably comes off like really weird, but I was like, oh, just like take off your earphone, man. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Don't
I was
do
like,
that.
yeah.
Especially at night. If it's like during the day in like a busy public area, it's fine. But
Yeah.
like at night, stick to the light places. Like stick to the crowd. Don't go to like
Correct.
random
Yeah,
alleyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Don't take that
And I think
shortcut.
it's important
Yeah.
to like also say that like guys, like they should like be careful as well, like because guys don't usually like experience this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But then like I thought I was safe, and then this
Nah,
shit's
bro.
happened.
But it's like, even if they
Twice
don't want to
now.
rob you, sometimes they're just looking for a scrap. And like if you look at them like the wrong way, they might try to scrap
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
That's why you just
Yeah.
never make eye contact.
Yeah.
And always walk as if you know exactly where you're going. Just walk fast. Don't
Yeah.
walk. Don't be like, oh, like, What's this? What's that?
Yeah, yeah. There was like a study that like I saw where criminals pick people that look unorganized
Like
or like they
tourist looking.
slouch.
Yeah.
Like they had a criminal come in and like there was a pedestrian walk
Damn.
and then they like
So he
so
was,
it's
"Oh,
like
yeah,
I
I'll
think
take
that
that guy."
maybe they were
I'll
like
take that
like,
guy.
yeah, like the like detectives, you know, they got the criminal to say like, oh, like who looks like
Looks like
someone
a
that you would
bitch.
target, basically. And so they'll pick people that like walk kind of like limping or something, but people that walk up straight and then like just look more organized. So maybe even like I don't know, like and like not slouch. They don't have their earphones and they don't have their hands in their pockets. Then they're like more confident. So
Yeah.
they just like tend to avoid that.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah,
Damn. I feel like we live in a pretty safe like country.
yeah. New Zealand's still safe compared
It's
to
still safe, but it's getting worse, man. It's definitely getting worse.
after
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's because like we're older as well. So like
More
now we
aware.
know
Yeah.
the bad things about society.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
like while that was happening, there's like the daughter of the like owner, like that she asked what happened, and like we didn't tell her what happened because you know like she doesn't need to know that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
probably us when we were young as well.
Yeah.
True.
And then now we just you know like have to deal with all the
The BS.
the bad stuff. Yeah.
True. And I feel like when we were younger, like we're too innocent to like know about these things as well.
Yeah.
But like at our age, you know, we're always out in town. You know, it's not that safe.
I mean, you guys are.
Yeah,
It's really it's really not safe at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
I see fights like all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like I'm just glad haven't been in one. But
Same.
Yeah, it's like honestly, like number one street smart tip: if it feels off, just walk away.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trust your gut.
Trust your gut, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get in some questions? That
Some
you had,
juicy
Henry?
questions, yeah. So, bit of a change of topic though. But first question we got is: would you guys ever get back with like an ex?
Oh my god. No.
No.
I would say no. Just because like
It depends, right? How you guys broke up, how long you guys been together, what the breakup was like.
Yeah, it depends.
yeah, okay, yeah, no, it does depend. But from my experience, no. Just because I feel like whatever you learned from your past like relationship, I prefer to apply that to someone new. Just have a
Like
clean
clean slate?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you get back with someone, it's always going to be like that. What happened in the past always lingers. You can't erase that.
Yeah.
And then like, all it takes is like one argument and like a little bit of digging up the past, and it's just
No,
fucked.
that's like honestly, that's like a pretty immature thing.
Yeah.
Because like, you shouldn't bring up stuff from the past if it's like not related to.
Yeah,
like, the
but
current
you know
argument.
when you're angry, you don't really give a fuck like what mature.
Well, that means it's over. If you're like
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
honestly, I think that if you can get that angry in your head to the point where you're gonna like bring up ammunition just to like
Yeah.
fire it off, like
Yeah.
it's already a done deal.
It's not worth it.
Well, I guess it might be different if you've broken up for like a couple years and you guys met up again somehow.
Yeah.
Even
That's
then, though,
completely-
like for me, if you've broke up the first time, like, and you're thinking long term, like that person's just not for you, and you can just like find someone else that you
Yeah.
like are more compatible with.
Yeah.
But then, like the one time that like maybe I'd consider getting back with my ex is if I have a baby with that person.
Damn.
So you're like locked in.
Huh?
You're
Yeah,
Like
financially
you've
locked in.
already had
Other
a baby.
than that, I think that there's no chance.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Fair
When you have a
enough.
baby, that's completely
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Unless actually, like in the past, like my high school girlfriend, like we ended up in like semi bad but like good terms, like we're still like friends, kind of. But like there was a misunderstanding that led to it, and then like we realized after. But like in that case, I think it would be fine. But like even then, like communication wasn't there to the
Yeah.
best for it to
Also,
happen.
I mean, like high school is like you're so different from when you were in high school, though.
Yeah.
So-
it is, yeah. But like
knows?
if that happened to me again, like, you know, like if I'm like 5 years into a relationship and then like there's a misunderstanding, then that would be fine. But if it's like you break up for a reason, like just
Yeah.
find someone else.
Yeah, it definitely depends.
I
on
think
the
honestly,
reason.
I would.
You
like-
would get back with your ex?
Yeah, if it's been enough time where I can see that they've like changed
Yeah.
or that I've changed,
How would you know that though?
you'd kind of have to feel it. Like that's kind of a buzzword,
But
but
you-
like
you
you
still
kind of just
have
have to
to-
feel it, and like maybe you remember how they were like back then, and then when you guys like reconnect or something, it's like feels different. Like maybe they're like grown up a bit. They feel a bit more mature. Maybe you feel the same way about yourself, or they feel the same way about you. Then like that could potentially work. Like I would think about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like dive straight into it though, but I would think about it.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Is this you sending a message right now?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
Allegedly
shit.
not.
Allegedly not.
I love that word, allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know who you are. Oh shit. Stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot,
Gotta
yes
stir the
sir.
pot a little
Instigating. Nah.
No, but I agree with you though.
Yeah, but that's very situational, and it's definitely not something that can apply to every relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
also
just-
sometimes maybe if you just meet someone new, it's probably more exciting anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though we say that like can't really be asked with the whole
What's your favorite color?
yeah, dude. Like you know when you finish off like a long-term relationship and you have to reset to zero.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, I see those TikToks. Like when I was like in the fields, I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to ask like, "What's your favorite color?"
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like
Again.
people just say that when you don't actually have like when you haven't actually met someone yet.
Yeah.
Because when you actually meet someone, you'll be way more interested. To
Yeah,
know.
exactly. And that's
Yeah.
like shit you would actually like genuinely ask because you genuinely want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find someone that makes you feel like that.
Yeah.
Find someone that makes you feel like you want to ask them, what is your favorite color?
Helping out a friend here.
What about you, Mr. Jesse? What's your thoughts on this?
My thoughts. I'm trying to. Trying to. You know, I'm trying to process everything.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
You know,
Fair enough. Yeah.
Stuff's going on.
We don't have to get too deep into it if you don't.
Yeah,
want
no,
to.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. Like we can talk about it.
No.
Oh, we can't talk about it. Okay.
Okay.
But my thoughts on it, yeah, I agree. Yes.
Because how long has it been now?
2 weeks.
It's only been 2 weeks.
What? Yeah, I think so.
Holy fuck.
But yeah, I think in terms of wait, what was the question again?
Like, would you get back with the?
Oh,
with the ex?
would I get
If
back?
the situation.
Okay, but I think it's
different.
too fresh for you to ask
Yeah.
them that now.
Yeah,
It's
I
too
guess.
fresh for me.
Yeah, if you want to
Too
pass, we'll allow.
I feel like
Yeah.
if it's too fresh, it's too easy of an answer. Like obviously you'll try.
Yeah.
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 I think I'm still in that.
When you look back with nostalgia goggles, the rose tinted
Yeah.
sunglasses.
Oh, I read something. I saw something that was like, when you like miss someone, like, you know, after you break up, it's like you don't actually miss them, you just miss the memories with them, you know.
That is true.
That's so facts.
That
And
is
like,
true.
What
That-
you guys like the happy moments and stuff.
I feel like your Instagram feed right now is probably just my feed, but like from like a year ago. Because this guy, Jesse, came out with me like every fucking week when I broke up.
Yeah.
Because I was like just so down bad. And then I'm trying to do that with Jesse as well now that he's going through it.
Yeah.
But I just don't have that like.
He doesn't have the tank.
I just don't have the energy to do that. Like.
My
I don't know how you
energy's-
did it. Like obviously when I broke up, I had like a shit ton of energy because I was sad as fuck and I just wanted to
Yeah.
drown it out. But you stuck with me for like at least 3 months of just
Yeah.
non-stop going out. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Spend too much money.
Like all my mates were like, you know, now that you're single, like they're trying to cheer me up, and they're like, now that you're single, you save more money on gas, bro. I ain't saving shit.
Well, I went straight to alcohol.
Yeah, no, that was really really dumb.
Would you say there was a point where like too many people were asking you about the situation?
No, I don't think so. Because I think I'm genuinely just like I'm pretty open to talk about it. So I feel like maybe I don't really notice when people ask me. Like if someone asks me, I'll just tell them.
Yeah.
Like it's not too big of a deal. Like it happened, you know.
Yeah.
No point dwelling on it.
Yeah. Because some people like just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's
but then like
that's
I was just curious because I remember like when it happened, like I was like I wasn't like, oh, what happened, blah blah blah. But I was like, oh, like
yeah. No,
just
because like when
curious,
people
but then I
ask
was
me,
wondering, yeah.
people ask me, it's like obviously they're just trying to care for me. I'm not gonna like get annoyed when someone's trying to care for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Jesse's TikTok feed right now, I know exactly what that looks
Bro,
like.
no, Jesse sent me a screenshot and I'm like, holy.
Oh yeah, basically. No. Oh, but dude, I unreposted all those. It was actually, I was like, fuck, dude, I didn't know other people could like see. Because like you can.
What did you do?
It was a story.
No.
So basically, this guy he reposted like a sad TikTok.
Yeah.
And then I was just scrolling through and like, you know how you see your friends repost? I saw that like it was one of those like,
oh, you reposted?
like the backstory of like the nonchalant guy.
Oh,
of, like, something it was like I was there for you. Why did you show up for me? Like that type of stuff.
Dude, it was like those edits, like,
Yeah,
like
those
oh
edits.
my-
No, bro.
I saw that and I'm like, damn, like this guy is like, he's probably like feeling it right now. So I like screenshot it and I sent it to the group chat, right? And I'm like, damn. Like,
I was like, what?
just to like show some acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly what that feels like. And then he was like, damn, you guys can see.
No, the thing is, because TikTok, you can hide what you like and what you like save.
But not reposting, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know because I only started reposting like a few days ago. So I was like, I thought it was the same. And he told me, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Why are you reposting that shit, man?
No,
I don't know,
reposting,
it's just,
like, it's to send like a subliminal message to like your followers or whatever. Just be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Jesse wants to do that.
I didn't. Yeah.
No,
I
because
didn't-
like, I remember when he did that Instagram note, the life is unfair. I was like,
Okay.
damn, like these are like subtle cries.
Okay,
for, like,
I'm gonna say though, just looking back for that, I was like kind of cringe.
Bro,
nah,
you do what you
I
gotta do.
shouldn't.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's cringe, but I feel like when you break up and you do things on social media,
yeah.
that is like this. I don't think I did that. No, I don't think so. But
I know I did. I posted
no,
a
I
story.
just feel like it's such a bad way to like go about it.
No, I was a little bit of a demon. So like
Bro, you told me some shit when you broke up, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
like around exactly like a year ago, we were kind of like going through some stuff, right?
yeah.
And then I posted a story on my close friends. You know, you can choose your close friends, right? I took off everybody except two of her like closest friends, and like the story was just,
dude,
my
you're-
god.
Oh, dude, you're petty, bro.
That
it was
demon hours.
so yeah. I posted a story,
Yeah.
my close friend story of just her two closest friends, and the story I think I said
Sure
all
you wanna
girls
say
are the
this?
same.
Oh, dude, no, I saw that. I remember you posted this. I'm pretty sure. I think so.
I don't remember seeing this.
It was a you know the gas station, like the prices on the gas station. It was a picture of that.
Okay, maybe not then. Maybe not. Maybe it's just such a common thing. I just.
No, I remember back. Oh, it was last year, but I don't think it has anything to do with your breakup. But you had like a whole egging someone's house phase.
Oh yeah, dude. I didn't want to say that, but you just. Okay.
But no,
wait, wait.
but
Damn, bro.
Yeah, he never did it, but I was
That's
like,
what I was gonna
with
say.
the girl though, right?
no,
That was
it
someone
wasn't to do with the girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's
though,
just
like
it was just funny.
this is
I was
why
like-
I know that Henry's petty, bro.
No, because he asked me. I was like,
No hate.
Oh, damn.
No hate.
No, okay, no, that was different. That's different.
yeah, exactly. It was
No,
like
I know what that was
With
for.
a difference, it's multiple.
I know what that was for, but that's
No, it's nothing to do with the ex. It's
No,
just
to do with the
that
breakup.
was,
it was
that
like
was
another
fucking
guy,
prick.
like that's someone that pissed you
No,
off. I
'cause-
remember.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
night.
Because we were going
Ace
out that
or
night, and
Yeah.
then Henry picked me up, and then he told me like his like he didn't go through with it. Obviously, guys, he didn't go through with it.
Wait, so
That was
Ken,
off the record.
You said that when you became freshly single, you spent a lot of money on like alcohol, right?
Okay, let's not say that, bro.
Well, you spent a lot of.
I didn't spend. Okay, I didn't intend to spend money on alcohol. It's just that I
Going out.
intended to go out. And
Yeah.
When you go out, you're gonna buy alcohol.
Right, yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
So do you guys think it's like what extent of like being like a menace to society is like acceptable? Like when you're like down bad, right?
You
after
mean
breakup?
like one night stands?
Yeah, just like
Right.
just being a menace, you know, like
I
Is
think
one night stand being a minister?
it depends if
he,
you don't
didn't, he,
communicate.
didn't, he doesn't mean it in
If you
like a
like-
literal way. I
if
think
you like
yeah.
play
he's saying
them,
like how dumb can you be, basically.
Ah, okay.
like how like degenerate, how delinquent.
I think
can you be?
like I used to really like not shit on, but like I used to really judge. I reckon when people do that,
yeah.
and then when you go through it yourself,
when you become a menace yourself.
when you become a menace to society yourself, it's like
This
you
is
know,
this is the exact story of Paul Atreides.
yeah.
Wait, what was that thing? It's like you see yourself as a hero or live long enough
To become the villain?
to see
Yeah.
yourself become
Yeah,
the villain.
I guess like everyone just has their own way of coping. And
Yeah.
I think as long as you're not hurting anyone,
Yeah,
it's okay. Oh, but I guess you also don't want to like
Hurt yourself.
hurt yourself. But like, you know, if you really need to like rebound or like one night stand, if you rebound, like just make sure like whoever's you're doing it with is like okay with it, or like at least is aware of it. But sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like when people rebound, they're not even aware of it themselves, right? They probably think like, oh, it's like a genuine relationship.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Is it too caught up in like the rush?
yeah,
To like really
like,
think about it.
like the rush to fill that
That
spot.
void.
Yeah.
Because there's this movie called A Bronx Tale, and there's a banger of a quote. The guy says, the dad tells the son, he says, sometimes your big head tells your little head what to do. Sometimes your little head tells the big head what to do, but he only think with one at a time. Something like that.
Damn.
Something along those lines.
When you say little head, you mean like your dick?
Your dick, yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
I don't. I get it. Okay.
I mean, I definitely had moments of both.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm fine now, right? Because so I guess I didn't do anything too crazy, but
I think you definitely grow out of it at like a certain age.
yeah.
When your frontal lobe, frontal
Yeah.
cortex.
I don't even know if it's like an age thing. It's just
I
it's
think
just
it
a time.
no, it just like becomes mentally exhausting. Like being a menace.
I mean, when I realized that I needed to stop being a fucking idiot was just, you know, probably like one night we went out and then I just got so hammered, and then the next day I wake up, because when you wake up, and I'm sure Jesse you're going through this, but when you wake up you just think like you just go back to the same sadness of like before you went out,
Yeah.
and then you just think, man, like what an idiot, like what am I doing? Like sure, it's fun for like the 4 or 5 hours you're out, but then when you come back it's just the same shit, right? So you at one point you just gotta tell yourself like, okay, I need to stop doing what I'm doing and like actually try to progress my life in like a positive way.
Yeah.
Because you're essentially just filling the void with other things, like temporary things, and then
But that's not like a bad thing as well. Like,
it's not like a bad thing. If you're not hurting anyone, it's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
bad thing, but it's like it's not going to get you anywhere.
yeah,
That's like
I
the
mean,
main thing. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Like it's not a bad thing for like the first couple months maybe,
True.
but
Yeah.
but eventually you got to get your shit together, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Because that's not how life works. You know, you can't just keep doing that.
yeah, yeah.
But some people get really down bad. So
I think I'm fine. I'm not like down bad.
yeah, I mean, you're doing a lot better than I did. I'll give you that.
Yep.
Not
Oh, and
not trying to
definitely
not saying
Henry.
it to like brag or anything. You know, I'm just.
It's not bragging. It's not bragging.
I know the hardest times are definitely just when you're like in bed alone.
Yeah.
That's the fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
For
actually
me,
the
it
worst
was,
times.
It was like when it's like late at night and like everyone's asleep, so you don't have anyone to text.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're just sitting there and you're like, you can't sleep. So you're like, oh, okay, I'm just going TikTok. And you see more sad shit.
Yeah,
and then it's
yeah.
like, oh, fuck. And you
Yeah.
try to go to sleep. And it's like 6 a.m. already.
Yeah.
The birds are chirping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, surprisingly, I was able to sleep though.
That's actually crazy.
I was able to sleep. I had work, man. I need to sleep, man.
Yeah, literally the past week, I've been like, I should be asleep by 12, but I've just been like sleeping like by 2, and then at work I'm just like,
That's not too bad. I would have thought you'd done worse.
no.
Two is like, you know, you're getting like
Yeah,
5 hours. Not great, but
yeah,
Because I remember like the worst night that I've ever experienced where I didn't sleep because I was like sad. I think I went like 40 hours of like no sleep.
like a 40-hour famine, right?
Yeah,
Challenge,
40
dude.
yeah.
well, have you been through the same or not?
Well, I haven't been through like a big breakup.
Yeah, because how long have you and Maggie been?
I've been with her for like over 3.5 years now.
Shit.
But then
Congrats, man.
before that, it was just like high school or like,
Yeah.
and even then, like I kind of knew it was kind of over. Like whether it's like the parents didn't allow relationships or like someone was moving to Australia.
Yeah. So you guys.
So it's like I was like,
basically.
oh, like I'm not gonna do, you know, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
long distance.
Yeah,
when,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, yeah. So I haven't like really experienced it yet, but
I hope you never do. to be
Yeah.
honest.
I hope
Just
I
don't
don't.
include the end.
This is one thing I would never wish on anybody.
Mm.
Yeah.
Maybe some
even
people.
even your worst enemy.
Oh, I feel like it's not. I'm not saying if you've not been through it, like don't go through it. But I'm saying it's not terrible to go through.
It's good
It's
character
quite,
development.
it's quite a learning experience, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I like, even though it wasn't like a serious thing in high school, like afterwards, I felt like a lot of relief personally. But I think it's because I knew that she was gonna go to Australia, and then once like it ended, it's like, oh, I can just kind of like chill out and like, like my meditation phase and like started working out. Now that I'm in a relationship, I haven't like touched a dumbbell in so long. Yeah, but like through like after that, it was nice. Like you don't have to like
You have like peace, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and like you don't feel like someone's watching you or like everything's just like oh like I can do this like for myself.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
There are definitely upsides to being single, for sure.
Yeah.
But I guess if you felt that relief, maybe your relationship it showed you that like maybe your relationship was pretty exhausting anyways.
Yeah. I think it's a mental of like, oh, she's gonna leave, like, and I've just been feeling stress about it. you
Yeah,
know? So
correct,
once it's
yeah.
done, it's like
Yeah.
closure that I can move on. You know.
Mm.
True.
Do you think emotional cheating or physical cheating is worse? Emotional as in like, say you guys are you just had an argument and she goes to her guy best friend or one of her close guy friends and like talks about what you guys argued about, and then she's basically like crying on his shoulder, and then physical is like obviously like physical.
I thought because we went through this before when I was talking to you about it. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's hand in hand, like low key.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess it's more like emotional. Like when someone's emotionally cheating, it's like more specifically like that. Like when someone's like kind of like, I don't know, like being touchy with their best friend or something, then it's kind of like that's like it's not really physical because you can like just like pat them. But then if they like that person or like I don't know, like
It's like when they go to them for emotional support.
Yeah.
Well, like,
yeah.
Like for example, I've got my girlfriend's got like guy friends, and I don't have any problems with them because I like kind of know them, and they're like good people, and I know their intentions. You know, they're like, and plus they're friends before I'm even in the relationship,
Oh,
yeah.
so that's completely fine.
Yeah.
But then I feel like personally for me, emotional cheating would be worse in a way. Because
Which one?
I feel like, well, physical is like bad, like,
Yeah.
but physical is more like temporary. Like maybe it's like the spur of the moment, and that's like a shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
But emotional, I feel is more like intentional.
Like it lingers.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you're like conscious. Well, maybe you're not conscious of it, but like, you know, you're conscious of it. Like, and you're still like crying on someone else's shoulder. And like, yeah.
And also when you find out that they're like emotionally being cheating, it's like, and the first thing I think is like, how long has this been like going on?
Yeah.
Because like, you know, like if your girlfriend is like emotionally cheating on you, like it didn't just like, oh, like one day, like, oh, I think I like this guy. Nah, it's like she's obviously being around this guy for a while, and then you wonder like, at what point did she start feeling something for him? Because of it, like, you know how I feel like even for the girl at that stage, it probably isn't too like it won't be too clear. Like when you start liking someone else, it probably like
It's like a build up.
it's a build up, right? So you wouldn't even know for like at least a couple of months until it clicks for you. Like, holy shit! Like I think I like this guy over my boyfriend right now.
But I think emotional cheating's not even like sometimes like liking someone else. It's also like leading people on and like still
Oh yeah.
that kind of stuff
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Which is like,
Entertaining people.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which
Sure.
one do you think is more forgivable if it happened? 'Cause
I think with following on Paul said, like probably the physical one.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
think
say like
yeah.
it could be a spur of the moment.
I think it's like physical is like holy shit, this just happened. Like it's like in your face.
Yeah.
But then like you can kind of get over it. Maybe
Oh,
like I don't think I would forgive like either one.
Yeah.
But like physical is like kind of like one thing, like kissing someone or like hooking up with them, right? So it's always like to that level. Emotional is like it can be like low key, or like high key.
Yeah.
But then I feel like in general I wouldn't forgive the physical one, but then emotional, it would be like the bads are like way worse.
Yeah.
In a way.
I feel like physical, like you said, it's like in the moment in your face, but it would definitely like knock down your trust for like at least quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it can
Absolutely,
even
yeah.
get more dangerous. Yeah, with
Yeah.
emotional.
Because when I say like trust is like the hardest thing to build, like easiest thing to destroy.
Damn.
Damn.
That's bars.
No, that's not my quote. I pulled it from someone else.
Mm.
That's
But-
true though.
Yeah.
But let's say like your girl physically cheats, right? Would you hate the guy as well, or would you kind of be like, oh, don't hate the player, hate the game?
I wouldn't hate the guy.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't fucking like the
I would
guy.
be like, I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't respect you, but like the relationship is built off me and my girlfriend.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
say he,
Like,
he didn't know.
it's just us
either.
two.
Yeah,
like-
if he didn't know,
If he didn't know, yeah. Even if he knew, I wouldn't be like, oh, like I'm jealous of you, blah blah blah. I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't care about you regardless. My girlfriend knows what she did, and she knows she's in a relationship with me, and like I just blame the girlfriend like
yeah,
fully. Like
you're
I don't care about
definitely
the other
right.
guy.
You're definitely
Yeah.
right. But I mean, based off my ego, I'll probably still not like the guy.
Yeah, like I wouldn't like the guy obviously.
Yeah.
But then, like at the moment, I wouldn't like blame him at all. Or I wouldn't like
Yeah.
you know there's people that cheat and then the guy's
They go
like
straight to the
angry
guy.
at the guy and then they start like, nah, I would just like,
That's-
oh, you don't exist, the guy, you don't exist to me, like the
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
Honestly, I can understand that because I've kind of been in that position.
Mm.
I understand what like going to the guy straight away.
Being mad at like the third person.
Mm. Why is that?
I think at the time I was just kind of coping.
Yeah,
Because
I
like
was gonna say.
you don't want to like, oh, you still love the girl, right? But
Yeah,
like you're
yeah.
angry and you want to take your anger out
Yeah.
on something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the third person, that's just the easiest option there is. And so it is a
That-
form of coping.
Yeah, that's why I asked you why is that, because I want to know if you had a good reason. But you had the reason that I was gonna say to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad we think alike
Yeah,
in that way.
yeah.
But do you guys want to hear a funny story?
What?
So in this scenario, I was like kind of the third person, but like this was so when I was in Korea, I was like on Hinge,
Oh god.
and then I matched with this girl. We were like just texting for like a couple hours on like Instagram. And that was it.
Damn.
And the next day, in the morning, I get like a message request from like a guy saying like, "Oh hey, like, do you know this person?" And I didn't like reply like at first. I just like screenshotted it and I like, sent it to her. And I'm like, oh, haha, like, what's this? And then I didn't like respond to that message for like a day. And then the day, like, the girl didn't reply either.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I like replied. I was like, oh, yo, like, what's this about? And then he was like, oh, that's like my girl. Like, do you like know her? And I'm like, fuck.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry to tell you, bro, but she was on Hinge. And then he was like, oh, man, like, I could tell he was like so sad about it. And then
Yeah.
I like showed him all the messages and everything like from my side, like
Yeah.
because we didn't like meet up or anything. There was like
Yeah.
nothing that happened, and then I was kind of like just big brothering him, like giving him some like advice and stuff.
Oh shit.
Because like I was like man, I was in your position once. Like I'm sorry that this happened to you. Like things will get better. Like trust me. And then he was like, you're like thank you, blah blah. Like I'm surprised that you're actually like this cool about it. And I'm like, man, you too. And then he
That's
was like,
bros, bro.
Damn, bros.
shout out to you, Aiden.
Aiden
So
from Korea.
He lived in Apgujeong, which is like the Gangnam area, right?
Okay.
Like the rich area.
Yeah.
Rich
Oh
area.
yeah, Gangnam.
And then he was like, "Oh yo, if you ever like while in Korea, if you're ever around like my area, like let's like hang out, I'll buy you a drink or something." I'm like, "Oh, I'm
Hey.
actually going there today." It's like just like
Did you meet up with him?
I met up with him.
Oh,
nice.
You never told me about any of this.
No,
Yeah, I didn't
know.
I'm happy to share now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he was a chill dude. He's like 20 or something at the time, like younger than us.
Oh.
Like they're both Americans, like him and his girl. They're both like Korean
Oh,
Americans.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. No one. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering like
How you
Koreans
speaking?
aren't usually like that, right?
Yeah,
They're,
I'll
they're like so
say
like
it.
reserved in a way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
like with foreigners and stuff.
Because I feel like if it was like a proper Korean dude,
yeah.
yeah.
he would have flipped shit on
Yeah,
him.
Henry would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
dead,
He would have
bro.
flipped shit on Henry.
Yeah, no, like this guy, he was like, dude, this guy was chill as.
Yeah.
Like we were just like walking around, like he had something on, so we only hung out for maybe like an hour or two. We were just walking around the area. He was like showing me some like shops, helping me translate.
Nice.
And we were just
bro.
talking about like, like life. Like I was telling him about New Zealand. He was telling me about like New York and like
Damn.
LA, because he this guy's he's a baller.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's a
I can
baller.
He lives in
imagine.
like the rich area of Korea, and he lives in Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that.
Shit.
Jesus.
And like that girl, she was straight up a gold digger, like absolutely gold digger. Like even her mom was like, "Yo, you should like exploit this guy for his money."
Maybe you met like a chaebol. Is that what you call?
Hmm?
What do you call those like conglomerate kids in Korea?
No, she wasn't one of those. She was
No,
just
no, the guy.
Nah.
I know
don't
nothing
think
about
so.
Korea, by the way, so I'm the worst
No,
person
what's
to
it called?
ask.
Chaebol?
Chebol?
Like
No idea.
no, you don't know that term.
I've heard of it, but I don't.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's like those like heirs of like Samsung.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Because they were all expected to act a certain way. Like he
True.
seemed like too chill to be one
Right.
of those. Yeah.
yeah.
He's just a dude with a very fortunate family.
Mm,
Yeah, and he was like telling me how like his little sister had to like email her to like get in contact because she like blocked him and everything, and like they were both in Korea at the same time, and I'm like, damn, this is actually like really fucked up.
They're both from
Wait,
America.
but they were.
They're both like Korean Americans, but they were both in Korea at the same time, but like with their own families.
yeah.
So like
Ah.
staying there separately, and then
Damn. She
yeah,
does she know?
I mean,
I mean,
I
probably-
removed her from everything, so
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I ain't gonna like.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, like, we were just walking around, and he, like, was telling me how she emailed him saying, like how the fuck, how dare your little sister, younger than me, talk to me in that tone, like,
Holy.
this is unacceptable. Like,
Wow.
the audacity, bro. Like, I'm,
Damn.
god damn, like,
It's the Korean side coming out.
yep. Yeah. Like, shout out to you, Aiden. You're a cool
Shout out to
guy.
Aiden.
Shout out Aiden.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that experience.
That was one of my fond memories of that trip, to be honest. Just meeting him. And, like, just how we met. It's just so funny and, like, wholesome. Unexpectedly wholesome. Wait, do you guys think you can save a relationship if your partner like mentally checks out?
No.
No.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's possible. Like it's done.
Um,
When it's done, it
JJ.
is done.
No, you can't. You
Yeah.
can't. Just speaking from experience, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From experience too, I don't think you can.
Because I think it always blindsides the guy more. Oh, it depends on the side who checked out, I guess. But
Yeah.
from my experience, like when you're the one getting blindsided, you tend to try to fix it because you don't think
It's an uphill battle.
You don't.
Sorry. Oh, I always think long term. So like, if someone checks out, like, how long is that gonna last if they check out?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And also, like, how long have they been thinking, or like this has been brewing for them?
Yeah, like I feel like the only reason someone would check back in is if they feel like, oh, like I realize I can't find someone else. So
But
the
that's, like,
only
not- like, that's
like
so
or like oh, I'm
uncommon.
like worried about being single.
Yeah.
But
I
then
think
like
that is kind of common actually.
yeah,
It's like they just want the companionship rather than like a
Yeah,
relationship.
that's just
guess,
like
I
a
guess.
like a red flag because you
Yeah.
won't feel like.
But also, like, if your girl manages to check out without you being at least somewhat aware, it's like it also kind of just shows that you guys probably suck ass at communicating.
yeah,
So then
Yeah.
it's also like that's like a root problem.
yeah,
Like that's like probably the biggest problem that every relationship faces, right?
Yeah, because you should be able to see it, just like in the way she behaves.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
And then,
right.
like if you don't just ask, oh, like what's wrong?
Well, even if you ask and if she's not able to articulate it,
Then
that's
that's
still
just-
on her, I reckon.
Yeah, that's on her. If she can't
Like, you-
communicate,
Or you could like try to facilitate it so that she can better articulate herself. But
yeah,
if you can't do that as well, that's also on you. But if you know,
absolutely. Yeah, being able to see the signs is that's just something you can only really learn just by being in like a relationship.
I think it's good.
Yeah. And knowing your partner.
Yeah, knowing your partner
Yeah.
too.
But I feel like that's the improvement you got to take away from that situation. Like you don't focus on why she checked out, but you should focus on what you didn't do to like allow her to feel comfortable enough to like talk to you about it.
yeah. Or sometimes they even like they're not ready for a relationship.
Yeah,
They just want to like look at other people, and at that point, it's just like
Well, if that's the case, that's an easier one, I reckon.
yeah,
Because if that's the case, then your girlfriend clearly wasn't ready for a serious thing, anyways,
yeah.
and then you deserve better.
Facts.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that after a breakup you should level up?
Yes.
Like in
Yeah.
terms of like
Yes.
your next partner should be like
Yeah.
a
until
better.
next part. Yeah, I feel like your next partner will always be better.
Better for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to think that, like, previously I just think my mindset was like, oh, like if like after this breakup or whatever, like my standards are gonna go up, right? But then now it's actually like the opposite. So let me explain. So before, if I was in like a relationship and then that ended, I would be like, okay, like I know what I want now, what I don't want, so that's what I'm gonna look for in like the next person. But then those are like expectations in a way. But then now, I don't think I have any expectations when it comes to a girl.
Yeah, I think so.
Because, like, I think standards, for me, standards and expectations are like two different things. Like, standards is how you treat yourself, like, how you, like, what hobbies you have, you know, how do you, like, take care of yourself on a day-to-day basis. And then expectations is, like, how you treat, like, your partner, or, like, your boyfriend, like, or, like, me or whatever. And, like, I don't really want to have to expect anything.
Yeah.
I just want them to be themselves and, like, you know,
Yeah.
like, they love me the way that they know how to love, and like I think that's good enough, right?
Yeah.
And
I think when you set standards, like you have the basic standards, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
like-
just don't be a slob.
Yeah. Like those basic standards, as long as those basic standards check out, you can slowly develop those expectations together, maybe. Even then.
Maybe with time, yeah, but then like
Yeah.
initially at first I think I know that, like, oh yeah, like if they don't get me, like if they don't text me or like get them safe, you know, that's not their way of loving, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I won't expect that from them. And
Yeah.
because you don't do this one thing, like you're gone, like
Yeah, because they might do other things.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everyone has like their own ways of loving, right? And like I've always believed that, like, let's say our love languages are kind of different. Like mine is, say, like acts, and then hers is I don't know, words, right? It's like if she gives me words, but then words for me is like if it's like down there at the bottom and I don't feel as much,
Right.
I would still be like, oh, like, because this is like my like number 5 love language, like I want other stuff. Instead, I would kind of think now I would think like this is how she would do it just naturally. Like that's meaningful enough, and I would try to like adapt
Oh,
myself.
Yeah, that's
so-
really good.
You said you don't have standards.
I don't have
and
expectations,
or-
but I think standards is like I wouldn't date just anybody.
Yeah, you have standards,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
expectations just.
That's
Yeah, I don't
that's
think
a
kind
good
of-
point.
I
man.
don't. I don't think you should ever have expectations.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when
I
you
mean,
have
like-
expectations, that's when you get disappointment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're setting yourself
Because
up.
when they say like, oh, like don't expect much, it actually is very true.
Sure.
It's like you go into a
True.
concert, oh yeah, it's Itzy, don't expect much.
The way to
If
live.
you're expecting them to be like Beyonce level, you're gonna get disappointed. But if you're like, oh yeah, just enjoy,
Yeah.
that's all.
Damn, you
And
might
then
have pissed off some Etsy fans right there.
I mean,
Nah,
if
that's fair.
your partner says don't expect much,
Oh,
like
that- as in, like-
I get it.
No, not as in like, oh, I tell my girlfriend, oh, don't expect much from me.
Yeah,
that's
no,
like
that's done.
that's
Oh,
it.
okay.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I don't expect you to like do anything like specific. Just be yourself. That's all.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 Agreed.
I think you should be yourself, but you have to like connect to the person that is different in your own way. But you shouldn't be like expected to like be who they want you to be. Just
Yeah,
like be
exactly.
yourself.
Yeah.
But then like still try like if someone's different to you, obviously you have to like say like, oh, if they want like good morning texts and like that's not your love language, like as much as like, oh, you could be like accepting of that, like it's still nice to, I think,
To get-
try
yeah.
and like
Yeah.
still have that kind of
I think
Yeah.
that comes naturally though, right? Like
yeah.
once
Sometimes
you
it
develop
does.
that connection, and over time you kind of like facilitate for each other, like
Yeah,
kinda
sure,
those,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
And by then you'll like pick up on what they like and what they don't
Yeah.
like, and or what they don't care about. Because
Yeah.
I know like a couple, like I'm not gonna name any names, but like I heard that sometimes they don't text for like a whole day, like whole days, right?
Can you say it off the air?
Sometimes I do that.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
But they learn to work well with what they got.
exactly, and it's like if they don't have an issue with that, then like no one should judge, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like one time I was like catching up with my friend, and then we were talking about this couple. One of them went to our high school, and she's like already like married with kids
Oh,
at
yeah.
our age, which is crazy. And then my friend was saying, oh, like this person, like her husband doesn't let her like hang out with her guy friends like one-on-one. Like, do you think that's like a red flag? And I'm like, if they both like agree with that, then like why should we judge?
Yeah.
If it works for them, it works for them, and like
Exactly.
they're
I agree.
happy.
I agree.
I hope. I'm sure they're happy.
That's me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, did you say like not respond to a text or don't
like-
text
I
every
It's
day?
like no texting because they're busy, right?
Yeah.
If they're
Yeah.
both working.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like for me as well. Like sometimes I'm like not even too busy, and there's a message that pops up from
Yeah.
Miggy. I'm like, I'll reply later. But then usually that's because I'm not a texter. Like I hate
Yeah.
texting.
Yeah.
And I'm
Like,
sure she
even my
knows that
friends,
about you.
Everyone knows that,
right?
huh?
She
Yeah,
knows
yeah.
that
Yeah,
about you.
yeah.
Yeah, and so I like calling.
Yeah.
So like she would like text all this stuff. I'm like, I can't be asked like responding to this. So I'd call her, and then like I would catch up with her, do
Oh,
that,
that's nice.
and then we understand it about each
Yeah,
other.
That reminds me of this TikTok I saw. It's like this guy responding to like a wall of text, and he's like, "I'm sorry that happened to you," or "Damn, that's crazy."
Yeah, I see that. Damn, that's crazy.
I think it's important, especially if you've had a previous relationship, like when you talk about expectations, is like not to fall into a trap that you expect the same routine from, you know, how you said like the good morning text and shit.
Yeah,
Like that might not be the case with your new partner. And you just have to shift your chain, like as you go, like even in high school, I'm sure like you have, when you have way more time, and if you had a high school relationship, you probably fucking machine gun texting like every day, and it's not the case when you're like older, especially when you're adult and you have, like for example, uni or a full-time job. Like that's just not how it works. So I just think as you age as well, like you need to mold your expectations around your own age, your circumstances, and like, you know, each other's situation.
Yeah, like I don't, like with the texting, machine gun texting. Like I don't think your partner can be like the first priority, like 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say that in high school, like I definitely like when I had a girlfriend in high school, it was definitely like machine gun testing.
And yeah.
Yeah, but you had so much time. Like, what the hell are you doing after?
Exactly. True.
Yeah.
So you're young and you have that time. Like, you don't have as much responsibilities. And when you have like a job and like your livelihood, lined up, like you can't
Yeah.
just like risk that just
Yeah.
to send like a couple of texts.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like texting throughout the day when you're at work, when it's like quiet, like that's absolutely fine. It's,
Yeah.
like, if you're busy, like just work.
Yeah.
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 Don't worry about me.
Especially if you know your partner's in a 9 to 5, like
yeah.
you can't be getting mad if they don't respond for like a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm
A
sometimes
couple hours? That's like nothing.
that's
right?
nothing. Yeah. Especially when like I have like meetings every day, like it's just not
Yeah.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, just be supportive of what they do,
Mm.
because I'm sure like if they love you, they'll be thinking about you like during that boring ass meeting. They can't text you because that's a bad look, but they'll be thinking
Yeah.
about you. Just be supportive of each other.
Would you say there's like a time period where it gets too much?
Too
Like
much.
they haven't, like for example, like you text, right? But like you guys still call, but then they haven't responded in like 3 days or something.
3 days. Oh, that's
3
a bit long
days?
for me. I think for
Okay.
me, like if it's like end of the day, like after like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Unless like they said, oh, I'm like going out with my friends to do like Pilates or some shit,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, like what? I wonder
Yeah,
what she's
you
up
gotta
to.
you gotta be reasonable as well.
Yeah.
I think, well, the reason I ask is right now, if you look at my messages with Meg, it says 9+ messages. But I think that's because I know that it's all like TikToks.
Oh,
like,
okay.
like I'll watch it when I'm like, like resting and stuff. But it's
Well, I mean, like
like,
if it works for you guys, it works.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Yeah, no one should
Um,
judge.
Yeah.
But I just know personally, in my situations, like if it's been 3 days, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'd be like, damn, I'm single now.
I think it's because we're like 3.5 years. It's like,
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
Would you care if your brother did that? Like, it's kind of
True, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't even text my brother. Like he's in Fiji right now. Like he just landed in Fiji today. I should actually.
Oh,
text
did he
him.
leave? Oh, shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your
But
brother's
what
fucking-
about so like you were talking about a guy hanging out with your girlfriend
Yeah.
one-on-one? Would you guys not allow that?
Well, you know,
it depends. Honestly, for me, it depends.
Like you wouldn't mind, right?
Well, I clearly haven't minded before.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be as I wouldn't be as lenient now, but I still wouldn't mind.
Mm.
Yeah, I
That's
think it
good.
depends,
I think.
right?
I was very lenient, like,
Yeah.
you
were-
I haven't talked to you. Yeah.
it was to the point where like my friends would be like, "Hey," you know what I mean?
Hey, what?
Yeah.
When I tell them like the shit I let them do.
I agree with what you're doing, but yeah, I think
I
there's
would
like
still do
to an
that.
extent. Yeah.
I think
Like,
I would still do it.
too
It's
lenient.
just like
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
break the trust, that's your fault. Like that I'm who I am. I trust you guys. If you break the trust, that's on you.
Yeah, preach.
Yeah, it's like what that saying is. It's like if she's gonna cheat, she's gonna cheat.
Yeah,
Like, you can't
exactly,
stop.
exactly.
You can't stop it. Like, I think trust is always the best way. But if it's like a dude that you don't even know, like she barely knows, and they just like recently met, and the guy's like asking to, let's go grab dinner on me. She should be able to be like, okay, this is like kind of sus, you know,
Yeah.
and like say like either like a no or just like deflect it. Be like, oh yeah, I'll see when I'm free. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, no, girls definitely know when a guy's trying to like.
Not always.
No, bro.
Really?
No. They do not know. They do not
Absolutely
know.
not.
Sometimes they don't. Yeah.
They don't. They don't.
I feel like guys know way quicker.
Oh.
Like, way
Yeah,
easier.
I think okay. It would be totally different.
Nah,
if,
sometimes guys don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
no.
That's
'Cause-
when the guy's actually a Rizzler though. Like if it's just like a really obvious, like sometimes I'm like with my ex, like there'd be like some dudes who were like kind of like acting a little off, and I'd be like, okay, this guy's probably like trying to like, you know, do something, and I'd be like, like I'll tell her, you know, this guy, I don't have a good feeling about him, and she's, oh no, he's just like being friendly, he's just being nice.
Nah, but
That's
she
always
ain't
what
no,
they say.
she ain't no crap.
Like, I'll give you the exact scenario. So like we were all at like Bob's, like a big group, right? I didn't know many people there because it was like a 2022 like Tanza ski trip people for some reason.
Right, yeah.
And then we ended up there, and then we were just like talking. I was sitting next to her, right? And then like this guy from like across the table, he was like staring at her, and then she like noticed, and she like kind of absent-minded. She was like, "Oh, are you like pointing at me?" And he's like stands up to like shake her hand like across the table. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And then she's like awkwardly like, "Oh, like, you know, like that."
No,
And
Some
I'm like,
guys
"Yo,
just have
I'm
no
right here too.
respect.
You're not gonna say hi to me?"
Yeah, some guys don't have any respect, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he knew, but at the same time, like, that's very obvious.
But like, it's not hard. Like, especially when there's a girl you don't know and a guy you don't know, they're staying together. Like, just have like a basic assumption
Yeah.
that they might be together.
Yeah.
So you should probably respect that,
Yeah.
or like at least if you're really keen for her, like, you know,
Ask someone next to you.
drive the conversation where you can clear out the details. You know, like, how are they together or not?
yeah, you're like, oh, are you guys together?
Yeah, like something like that, you know. And then, you know, if they are, like, you just sit your ass down and look somewhere else. I just don't understand.
So, at what point do you think someone's being controlling versus like?
It's dude, that's like such a because if your girlfriend had like a guy friend but you know that he likes her,
Yeah.
I think I think you're fair to say like I don't want you to hang out with him, you know.
I feel like that's just like another test for me, but I can't control my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like that's so like, I think no one should ever control someone else.
Yeah.
But then let them know how you feel.
Yeah.
And like your expectation. I mean, not your expectation.
Like, tell them that this makes you feel like disrespected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
and
yeah,
if they
okay.
don't take
Yeah.
that, then like, oh, okay, like you're not respecting.
You know what?
like,
That's
then
probably
I'll like
more
dump you,
appropriate.
but I'm not gonna try change who you are because you know,
Yeah.
yeah. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. It's like girls never like the nice guy.
That's true. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right, Paul. I shouldn't be like. Yeah, you shouldn't
But I
be
do
telling
get
people.
why you would, you know, like something like you shouldn't cheat on
Yeah.
someone, like I'll probably tell my girlfriend if that ever happened, but like, yeah, like I don't want you like cheating on me, like that kind of, like that would obviously be like a case, but then like I feel like if that's the case, then like
Something else that's
I'm-
wrong.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the only thing that can happen from the situation is either I flip out and like I make this a bad situation and like I do something wrong, even though she did something wrong as well, or I just let go of the situation and say like, oh, like doesn't matter if it's 5 years, 6 years, like this is who you are. I'm not gonna change, and I'm not attracted to who you are anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, telling us straight to the
Fuck.
face.
Yeah, you're good with that, man.
Yeah.
You're good with that. I don't know if I could do that.
That's emotional intelligence.
Yeah, yeah.
Emotional intent.
I feel like I definitely let my emotions run wild sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
as much as I want to think
I'll
logically.
probably get emotionally, like
Yeah.
involved and stuff. But
you
I would
wouldn't
like
do
at that
anything.
point, I would just be so baffled, like, what the heck is
Yeah,
happening
yeah,
right now?
yeah.
And then
I would be that
I would
upset.
like I was like, I'm not attracted to you anymore. But if it's more subtle, like your I don't know, like your girlfriend is talking to another guy and like he clearly likes you, like that's obviously not like black and white. But then I'll just say like, oh, I'm not gonna, like interfere with the friendship you are like having right now. But I do feel uncomfortable that like this is like after our relationship, that kind of stuff. And like
Yeah.
I feel like he's getting touchy with you or something.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I'll just say that, and then usually if she's compatible with me, then she'll think, oh, okay, like
Sure,
I'll-
Because
I'll
then
try to
you're
respect-
kind of putting the ball on her court.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's-
like-
now it's on her.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like now you communicated well.
Yeah, but sometimes
Yeah.
I would like I'd like the first thing I'll do when I'm trying to like if I have some like thing in my mind that could cause conflict is like I'd say like how I understand her situation first, so she knows that I'm on her side. So it's
That's
like
what I do.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I do.
I remember
Yeah,
you
but, like-
explained this to me, and I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
this guy's actually like so
Yeah.
fucking
yeah,
smart.
like it's like for example, if that happened, like, oh, I get like you guys get along well and stuff, and like I'm really happy that you found someone like so nice and stuff. It's just like he's been texting you a lot, and like I just feel uncomfortable now, and,
Which
like,
is totally fair.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And so like there's nothing that can go wrong. She knows that
Yeah.
like I'm seeing her side.
Yeah.
It's just this is how I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna force her. Like, yeah, maybe I wouldn't mind her like hanging out like once every like
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
and like, but like if she's making the right decision, then she's obviously gonna like. Sorry,
You're good.
it's my cousin. Yeah. So where was I? Oh yeah, if she like I've framed the situation where like I understand your side, I hope you understand my side. But like if he's obviously being flirty, like it's kind of a shitty thing to do
Yeah.
to like carry on. But like if you still want to be, oh yeah, I don't know, what would you do if
It's like I agree with what you're saying. It's like you're framing it as like your guys are a team, right? And like if she doesn't
Yeah.
agree that you guys are a team, and she's gonna be like acting her own self-interest, and that's the sign that you're gonna take and be like, okay, maybe this is not gonna work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's you and her versus the problem, not
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
True. True.
You're not trying to like point fingers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well
that's
said.
why I think you
Yeah.
should never like sometimes your emotions get the best of you,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
shouldn't like start
Start
like
off with
an
saying
argument
you're-
with shoutings
Yeah,
at someone,
yeah, yeah.
because then at that point you're mad at that person and not the
Yeah.
actual problem that you're like team working against.
Wow.
Like that
The
kind
girl
of stuff.
always wants to know that you're like you understand her side. And,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like, it's not like you're just being like, oh, I see the facts right here. This is what's happening, and like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't do this. And but more
Damn.
like what you said.
See, this is why Maggie's so happy, bro.
No, we still have our
Good
problems,
shit.
but like obviously like problems come. And you just
Yeah, yeah.
like,
Well,
team
problems
up.
are unavoidable,
Yeah.
but it's the way you approach it. I think is the key, which is something I still need. Like, I definitely sometimes let my emotions.
That's
run
why like
wild.
when we're talking, like you and I like had such like similar thoughts, but then like at that point I was like, oh, there's no like restraint, like
Yeah.
like I like tell him like, oh, I feel like the situation and stuff, but like I thought you were like so like trusting of everyone, and like sometimes you got to be selfish, right?
Yeah. Well, I just didn't see it coming, to be honest.
Honestly, I don't think it's
That's it.
being like selfish. It's like you want to be able to help other people without breaking your own back, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're just kind of protecting yourself. It's not really like, oh, I want all these things for me. It's like I'm getting like fucking like squashed. I need to like get my own space back a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it's totally fine. Like, if you have your own feelings, like, you feel how you feel. Like, you should
Yeah.
have the right to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the end of the world if someone says, oh, I don't want you to like talk to this person anymore. Like
Yeah.
I see justification in that.
Yeah.
It's just there's like, in my opinion, more healthy ways of like,
Yeah.
because at the moment you say like I don't want you, it's all about me now. Like it's not
Yeah,
about
that's
you.
so
like,
true,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where would you draw the line though between just like boundaries and like being controlling?
Oh, dude.
I think there's like completely separate things.
Yeah.
Like boundaries is like, it's kind of like I feel this way. Like these are my boundaries. Now, I'm not going to control you, but you know. Like,
You know,
Let's see
she
how
knows
you
your
respect
boundaries.
those
Let's see how-
boundaries.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree.
When they like
agree.
walk over your boundaries, that's like such a bad feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
In my feels.
Been there, done that.
Podcast.
In the fields.
In the fields.
In the feels. So.
All right.
Another question. Do you guys think that your partner's, or like knowing your partner's dating history or like their body count, do you think that matters?
No.
Oh.
I used to care a lot, but
I
I
would
think
say
now,
no.
like again, like I don't.
Yeah.
With the expectation things, like I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like if they're a cool person now, if they're a good person, they're nice, not like rude, you know, they're caring. I'll just see them as like that. Or maybe if they were like someone else before, but they've grown. You know, I was not always a nice person. Like,
Same.
maybe I'm not now, but like there's been times where I was like quite a bad person, right? And like I like to think that I'm not that anymore.
Yeah.
And like I would hope that somebody doesn't judge me on that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think like if you have a high body count, you're a bad person.
Not even that, just like okay, I was like maybe like mean, or like I'd be doing dumb shit, like, like you know that fucking mailbox.
I don't think it matters. Like
I don't think it
whether you
matters.
have a high body. I think, like I don't think it matters in how you guys build your relationship going forward. But I think it matters if you've got like a body count of like 30. I'm gonna be like, okay, what the hell are you doing, bro?
I think
That's like all of Auckland.
I'll just be like, what do you? I'll be curious.
Plowing
as to,
through Auckland.
I'll be curious as to like why you're in that situation in the first place. Not so much that you had like sex with 30 people. It's just like, it's like you can agree that's probably not normal.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
not
ask them like, what's your body count? Because I don't think I would ask that question anymore.
I wouldn't until like.
I feel like it will naturally come up.
I
Eventually.
think
Yeah.
it'll come up. Yeah.
Like if they ask you
Just like out of
first,
Because
curiosity.
if you have a body count of 30, you're gonna come across someone, and then they're gonna like come say hi, and you're gonna be like, "Why was that situation so weird?" And then they're gonna be like, "Oh,
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
actually, I just feel like if you said like, oh, if a girl said to me, oh, I have like a body count like 30, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna take that as like a green flag, right?
yeah."
It would be like a wary, like, okay, like
I'd be like, did you make money out of it at least?
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding.
no,
kidding.
but I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people like. I have a friend who she like always argues with me about this. Like it doesn't matter, like some shit, and I'm like, I'm always torn. I know there's like a debatable topic, but
wait. Edit this part out. Who is it?
Does this person have a high body count?
no. But she's like,
Okay.
she's just like more onto it when it comes to like being open minded, which is fair.
Yeah, I think I agree.
But I have to draw the line
Like,
somewhere.
When there's 30, I wouldn't like let that judge like anything, because I'll be dating that person before I get into a relationship, and then I'll see if she just wants to like have a short term thing, and then I'll
Yeah.
But then if it's like obviously 30, it's still gonna affect me. I'm like, holy shit, I'm
Yeah.
gonna feel like all these things, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, you've done a bad thing, you know? It's
No,
just
no,
like,
no.
oh, everyone's like I'm not a hookup kind of person, and some people I know are like hookup kind of people, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So if that's the case, like it's your life, it's like controlling, you know, like it's my life, your life.
Yeah, but you
Like,
kind of just want to know that like, okay, you have the 30 body count.
Yeah,
That's fine, but like,
why?
if we're gonna be together, like it's gotta be like serious.
Yeah,
you know, like it's gotta be
like,
like
that has to
get
be-
your shit together now. You know.
Yeah. I would ask why, like, and
I
if
would
it's
ask
just
why. I would ask why.
Huh?
I would ask why.
you would
yeah.
ask, yeah.
Yeah.
I would just like to help me, like, you know, like
There's
assess
gotta be
the
some
situation,
closure
yeah.
that you deserve. As
Yeah,
well.
like why, and then if they say, oh, I'm, you know, just experimenting, no problem with that, you know, just like,
Yep.
and then I'd probably feel like sick
an
for like a
asshole
week, but it's whatever.
No. I think like asking that question or asking any question where you feel like there's an answer that might hurt you. I think it's best just not ask sometimes.
No, I disagree with that. Yeah, because if you like first of all, like when something comes up, you have to talk about it straight away. And if you're afraid to ask a question, that's probably gonna affect how you.
Already like True. I think personally, I think that wanting to know everything about partner history, that's like controlling, right? You want to know who she's talking to. You want to know everything, and that includes like going before the relationship, her past.
Right.
So I think that's something that I definitely like don't want to tread into, that kind of territory
Yeah.
of
Fair
like
enough.
prying into the past. Oh, like why
Yeah.
did this relationship fail? Why?
Oh,
Did,
yeah,
Why
I-
did this happen?
It's
Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
I
always
wouldn't
so-
like. I wouldn't ask that kind of stuff. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, so who was your like ex-boyfriend, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. If it was
But
like
then-
a part of the conversation, then like yeah, it'd be like interesting to talk about. But it was like
Yeah.
just like straight up asking, oh, like why did this happen?
I think
Yeah,
I think
interrogation.
for everyone it's different. Just for me, like I never even actually asked Maggie about like her past things. Like if it comes up about like say her friend knows like her ex-boyfriend, that kind of stuff, then it would come up and like, oh, okay. And then like, you know, like I wouldn't ask about like, oh, how did it end? Like it kind of just came up through like obviously you have to know someone's past to like know what their mistakes, or like, not that she made any mistakes, it's just like there's certain things that she like took in a like argument or whatever that I wasn't aware of, because she's had her own experiences and I like think differently to her and that kind of stuff. But then like, yeah, if you don't want to know about their past, like body count and stuff, I think that's like for you, that's good.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I even asked as well, like with me, but I just feel like leaving things till later, if it comes,
It might be a worse thing.
it might
that
be,
makes sense
yeah,
too.
but
I can
don't
see
know.
your perspective. Yeah, I think I'm more of just a pick your battles type of guy. Because there's been times where I was like this makes me feel kind of bad, like something that she did, but I'm just gonna suck it up because I just want to keep the peace. And like I was like deal with it internally, because you know like in that moment I was like, oh, this is probably just in my head, or like maybe that's coping as well.
I guess the downside of that is like maybe that could lead to you not communicating your feelings.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
'Cause
so
then-
you kind of have to like find like that.
Yeah, because I know for me
Navigate
at least, like if something bothers me, if I try to bury it, like it will come back up. Like,
yeah, wait,
for
like
me.
if you're a jealous person, right?
Me.
Yeah.
And like, so say you're a jealous kind of person and you never asked about the whole situation, right? And then like it just comes up, right? Like, oh, remember, like her friend said, oh, remember that guy that you like, whatever. Like, how would you react? Would you just not like if you were a jealous person? I don't know.
I think because that's like not in my control, right? I would just be like, oh, okay, whatever. But if it's like that friend like brought that up in front of like me, I'd be like, okay, this friend is kind of like instigating in a way by like bringing up certain things that maybe is like kind of taboo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if me and Ken were out, it's like I wouldn't just like bring up his ex like in front of his current missus
But
or whatever.
like you wouldn't be able to like that's like out of your control, right? So like, what if
Yeah.
it just like happens, right? And then like another day, like you find out about like another like person that like your girlfriend's like hooked up with. Like if you're a jealous person, wouldn't you like want to know
Yeah.
the people? Then you like
if you're a
process it.
jealous person, I think you would.
I feel like I can speak on this because I'm literally that jealous person.
Okay.
And like from experience, like I would rather. You're right. Like I would rather know, so then I can at least. Like it will make me not overthink like what, the situation was. I know if I know the exact details, and then I can work on like accepting it.
And you
Yeah,
can also
that's
process
what I
it,
do.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Like if it happens like straight off the bat, like if you're an emotional person as well, you'll be like, gosh, like you'll probably like, you know, like argue with your girlfriend, like not think reasonably and stuff. But then like if you just find out early and then you you just process it and you're like, okay, and then like, do I want to stay with this person if I'm like a jealous person and they've got like 100 body count or something?
Yeah.
100. Holy shit.
I think personally, I would only find a problem with that, like say that scenario, if like that was something that I didn't know, but she told me something else. So basically, like if she lied about something and then like that friend accidentally exposed something else. Because if I never asked in the first place, I'd be like, okay, this would have been fresh information, like regardless of like whether she brought it up, like that person brought it up or not, or if she told me, right? But if she said before, like, oh, I've only been with like one person, and then I just happen to know, oh, that's probably her ex, right? And then her friend comes along, oh, do you remember this person, this other person? I'd be like, you never told me about that, but you said you told me everything else. Like, you know, that's when I would start like overthinking.
Yeah.
But I think jealousy itself is like an internal issue.
It is. Yeah.
And that's something that I hope that I don't ever become.
Oh, dude. Like, I can tell you right now, like, this whole jealousy thing is 100% like my own issue and like my own problem. But it's just sometimes just who you are, man. Like, it's hard to bury that type of shit.
It's not easy, yeah, for sure.
It's come to a point where I've just accepted it, and like, as long as I don't let it affect like my partner, it's like whatever. Like, but I need a peace of mind. Is what I realized.
Fair enough. Yeah. Because like if like that scenario, if she's still like, you know, a great partner, I'd be like, okay, maybe she was different before, but you know, right now it's fine. Like, I shouldn't like try to disturb it just for the sake of knowing something that isn't really relevant.
But
right?
wouldn't it kind of feel like, you know, when like there's like, it's not lying to yourself, right? Because you don't know about the situation, but like, you know, when like, what if like, for example, the girlfriend knows that you're this kind of person, right? So there's a guy, you know, like that she's hooked up with, and it's like, oh, who's this guy? It's like, oh, I just knew him from my past. It's like staying ignorant. But then if you found out, you'd think, oh, why didn't you tell me about the situation, you know? It's like, it kind of feels like, it's not like you're lying to yourself, but you're making yourself ignorant to a situation that you will like.
Sometimes
right?
sometimes ignorance is bliss.
That is true.
And sometimes it's just better to just live in ignorance. And
I think there's just that two types of people. Like, you know, it's the Henry and me. I don't know if I could be ignorant.
You're gonna be like, sit them down, lie detector.
Like, as much as I want to be ignorant, I think my brain would just work overtime.
Yeah, it's definitely not just like a switch you can just flip on and off. It's definitely like a process. And I've been jealous. Like, sometimes I've been very jealous, right?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. And, you know, like sometimes you just gotta tell yourself, like, oh man, like, she's with me now. Like, I have like evidence that she loves me.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's like, I don't want to like damage that just by like prying for information.
That's a really good point though. No, you're right. Sometimes you get caught up in that shit, and then you forget, like, you know, wait, who is she with now? Like, right now.
Yeah, exactly, right. It's like, I saw this TikTok. It's like he might be in your DM. Oh, like you might be in her DMs, but her premium shampoo is on my balls right now.
Oh my
so
god!
God, there it is, Henry classic.
But it's true, right?
I knew we were going a little too long with the maturity to gotta sprinkle in.
Dude, I thought you were gonna say. Oh my god! I thought you were gonna say something else. That was mad.
Would you say you're a jealous person, Jesse?
I would say I'm a jealous person. Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat as Ken. Like, sometimes if I try to be ignorant about it, it makes me overthink more.
Jesse hides it well though. I don't.
Yeah, I hide it well.
I'm quite an expressive person, I reckon. Whereas Jesse, like, he feels the same shit.
I try not, but the thing is, I try hiding it, but then like my partner would like, or my ex would like, you can like see it on my face. Like I can try hide it, but like my face just tells me something's like.
See, I don't even try hide it.
Do you start to like turn red?
No, I don't know. It's just like,
you can see like when someone's in a bad mood though.
Yeah.
But I think all this comes back to just that quote that says, if it's within your control, don't worry about it. And if it's not within your control, like, don't worry about it too. It's like, her past, you can't control it. Like, don't worry about it. But like, how you treat her, you can control that. Just worry about that.
Yeah.
And if she treats you well back, then like that's amazing. That's how it should ideally be. But if she doesn't treat you well back, then I guess she ain't for you.
Agreed.
One thing
she was not your girlfriend. It was just your turn.
Damn.
Jeez.
One thing I'm curious about, right, is how would you feel if there was a girl, right? I mean, your girlfriend, right? Gets hit on by a guy, but then after the whole situation, like when you like introduce yourself, he asks like, oh, like are you the boyfriend? And then you say, yeah. I said, oh, my bad, bro. And then he like kind of leaves off, but he's like hot as fuck, you know? Like, no, not in that way.
So basically, if you
so
do
like,
that,
so you're like,
Oh, shit.
my girlfriend like pulled that. Like, would you at that point would you feel like jealous, or would you feel like, damn?
wait,
like,
what do
that's
you mean? My girlfriend
yeah.
pulled that, as in like the guy was attracted to my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like he tried to hit
Like
her
for
up.
example, like this happened to me, right? In Sapphire. Maggie probably doesn't know this. But there was this like tall, like he's like what do you call him? Like he's like
Persian.
no, he's like what do you call that? Like the light he was a light skin, you know?
Oh,
He was so light
He
skinned.
was
Yeah,
a
he was like
kumala.
tall, light skin, like good looking guy, and I was like standing close to my girlfriend. I was like, oh, like
You're like
this
being this
small
man.
Asian boy.
I think you told me this,
But,
bro.
like, yeah,
I
I
think
think so. But like, because I was curious on like, because like we had like similar. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, he like was talking to her, and then I like came in, and she's like, "Oh, this is my, like my boyfriend Paul." And then he was like, "Oh, like is this like your girlfriend?" He kind of like scooched me to the side. I was like, "Oh yeah," and then he just dapped me up, and he was like, "You got a good one?" I was like, "Oh, sure, bro." And then at that point, I was like, ego, like, hey, like this is my girlfriend, like this hot as fuck guy, just like, I didn't mean hot as in like, damn, like I want him instead of her. I was like, yeah, like damn, like my girl can pull this guy, like
Yeah, bro. You
I
have
agree.
the golden mindset if you think that way.
No,
After-
that's
I mean,
like
really, but I guess it's the execution that like helped. Like he's
No,
like
that
he's
was
a cool
perfect.
guy as well.
that was
Yeah.
Like if
perfect
he
teamwork.
was like a dickhead,
Perfect
like
teamwork.
oh yo, I don't give a fuck, I'd be like. He's like tall,
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah,
what am
yeah.
I gonna do actually? Like, I'll be like yo, like fuck off, like that kind of stuff, obviously.
yeah.
But then yeah, like
No, I think all three of you played that very, very well.
yeah,
Like the fact that she was the one that
She
said, "Oh,
introduced-
this is my boyfriend." Like, if you were the guy that was like, "Oh, yo, that's my girl,"
Yeah.
that kind of comes off as like insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the fact that she did that, that's like
That is
that's
perfect
great.
teamwork.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
And it probably felt fucking good though.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like him being respectful towards it too, like and like dapping you up, like and saying, "Oh, you got a good one." That's
That's a good
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That's
good
like
man.
a respectful guy.
That's a good man. You can't hate a
Yeah.
man for trying. This is
Yeah.
his
yeah,
game.
like it's
You know?
yeah, he doesn't know as well. You
yeah,
know? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's fine to do that. It's just when you know and you still try, that's when you're a
Yeah.
fucking dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
That's
to
the
the light skinned
homewrecker.
guy.
Shout out to the light skinned guy.
Yeah.
If you're watching this.
light skin guy.
Is it like Chris Brown looking? I like that story though. That
That
story at
story was
the end
good.
was
That
great.
was
good.
good. That was
The
good.
last one.
Yeah.
The sapphire one.
Like if I was you, I'd be like, yo, like this like 10 out of 10 guy wants my girl. It's like, and she's still with me. Like,
Yeah, I think-
make
I
it feel
think-
so good.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to highlight is like your approach and your mindset for that is really good. And I think I admire that you tend to like, I don't know, from surface at least, you don't really compare yourself to anyone, which is like a really good thing. Because I feel like if that happened to me, I'd be like, damn, like that
I
guy's
think-
hot as though.
You'd be like mogged.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like,
I think it's all about trust as well. Like, because I trust her, and then if she breaks it, then it's
yeah,
ending
I'm not
it.
talking about the relationship at the point. At that point, it's for your own mental. Like, don't
Like
don't try
other
to
hot
compare
guys
yourself.
probably are. Gonna,
Yeah, like don't try to compare yourself to people that you don't know.
I mean, but it's like a given. Like, there's gonna be another person that's hotter than
yeah.
Yeah.
She loves you for
That's
you.
how life
Yeah.
is.
Exactly what
Sure.
he said. Yeah.
She doesn't care about anything else.
All right, man.
All right. That was a great episode.
Thanks,
Very
Paul.
great episode.
Thank you very
Hope you
much for
enjoyed it.
sharing your
Letting me.
your
We'll have you back on.
mugging
Yeah.
story and your mogging
I'll bring-
story.
Yo, nah, then we'll get you and your twin.
Yeah, maybe we'll have
Oh, yeah.
the twins.
Get Matt and Paul
Yeah.
on, and maybe
Yes.
get Maggie on as well sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
that'd be lit.
your twins partner as well. Do like
Yeah.
a twin
That'd be
versus
sick.
twin.
Oh, dude, that'd be
Twin
sick.
versus
Oh,
twin.
yeah, like
Yeah.
game show kind of shit.
Yeah, like who
Yeah.
knows the twin better or something
Oh,
like that.
Oh,
show.
that'd
that's
be
fun.
sick,
That's fun.
yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah,
for
like a
sure.
little game show. That'd be
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. that'd
All
be
right,
fun.
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys
Wrap it
for
up.
watching. We hope you learned
Thank you.
something amazing
Something
from this
new.
brilliant mind over
Or
here.
just had a laugh. That'd be great too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. Also,
All right.
Peace.
like
Bye.
and subscribe.
I'm about to
Thank
get
you so
hammered.
much.